So I got to know, how do you sleep after a show like last night? Did anybody go to the show last night? Yeah, it was
one person. Cool.
The crowd. I haven't seen a crowd like that intense at the Metro for ages.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, yeah, it's like, it's wild. It's like a high. Yeah, especially when it's like the crowd is like insane. People are passing out and stuff. It's like,
I heard
it's wild.
People were actually passing out and you had to kind of stop to.
Yeah, there's like pretty much every show, like 6 people pass out, if not more. I mean, they go hard, so it's
you feel
good.
so.
I like
you
it,
feel
to
powerful.
Be honest. I feel powerful, you know. Yeah, I cause people to pass out. It's the goal. No, I'm joking.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, what's that feeling like to know that all of those people that came there to see you and they know the words to all of your songs?
Crazy. It's so crazy, dude. It's so weird. Like, it's just like surreal. Like, I don't really understand it. Like, you know, we get to the venue like early, almost kind of in the morning, and they're waiting there from like sometimes the night before. Like, they're just like outside in the cold, in the rain, in the snow. Like, Norway, they were waiting overnight from like 3 a.m. in the snow. Like, it's just like, it's crazy. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, you've obviously made a connection with them, which is incredible. So let's go back to the beginning. Growing up, was there music in your household?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, there was. This is my brother, actually. And we write everything together. He produces all my stuff. We play together, tour together, you know. And, like, my mom and dad are both here on tour with me. And that's, like, our whole family. So,
right.
You know, we grew up just with music as kind of, like, a natural thing. It wasn't, like, oh, we all like music. We all do music. It's like, it was like really, I don't know how to describe it, and besides the fact that it was just completely normal, and to meet kids that weren't around music all the time was weird to me.
Really?
You know, so yes is the answer.
Was there a particular artist or a song that you listened to growing up that you're like, that's it, I have to do music because that just spoke to me?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I mean, I grew up on so many artists, but I feel like the moment, actually, I was like sitting on my bed and I was like 12. And I had already started writing music. I just did it for no reason, kind of. It was kind of a random, like, I have a lot of things I need to say and I didn't know how to say them. But I remember sitting on my bed when I was like 12 or 11 and just like surfing YouTube, as you do. And there was this little video and it was called Runaway by Aurora. And I had no idea what that was. I had no idea what the song was, but the thumbnail looked cool. So I clicked on it. And I remember just sitting there and the intro played and I just was like, oh, that's what I want to do. And then it just like immediately I was just like in love with that whole idea.
She's got a great voice too.
She does. Beautiful. She's a sweetheart.
That's awesome. Now, Fen, you were in a band?
I was in a band in my teens, yeah.
Now, how did that influence you, Billy, having a brother who was playing music and doing that kind of stuff?
Well,
you can say no.
You can.
I mean, I think the thing that influenced me was that he wrote music, like, you know, because my big brother wrote music, and I was like, oh, I want to do that, you know? And, like, my mom taught us both actually how to write songs, but, you know, he's, like, my older brother, and I always thought what he did was cooler, so I wanted to do it, too. Like, he got a phone first, he got the girlfriend and stuff, and I was like...
It definitely, I think, makes her feel really grateful for when we play shows and there's people there, because I played a lot of shows with nobody at the shows in my teens. So
yeah. I see a lot of perspective now.
Any show with an audience, Billy's like, this is pretty cool.
But Phineas's band was actually like really good. I just was so like envious and jealous, so I just never noticed. But no, since then it's just been like, that's like my best friend, and we just do everything like together. So
you have the whole family working together here. It's a special thing, actually, that you can share this together.
It is.
So how did Ocean Eyes come about? Because I believe you kind of started it.
He started it.
But you finished it.
I did finish it. Facts, I did. Yeah, I mean, we had, this was like 2015, I think. Kind of like the beginning of that year, we had sort of just like decided, we were just like, why, we both write music. We live 3 feet away from each other. Why don't we just do this together? And so we did. And I remember he had written this song and I recorded it and I was so bad. It was so, oh my God, it was so bad. It's still out somewhere, but it's fucking horrible. And then, you know, we put it out on SoundCloud with like a download link and And then I wrote this song, and then I was like, can you produce it? And he made it, and we like put that out, and that was horrible. And then sort of in like October in 2015, I grew up a dancer, so I was like dancing like hours and hours every week, whatever. And one of my dance teachers asked if there was like a song that I had written or Phineas had written that we could like use for a dance, because dance is all about like new music and just like good music. And he didn't know that it was necessarily going to be good or horrible. It may have been just horrible. Right. But so Phineas had this song Ocean Eyes, and it was kind of exactly what I was going through in a way, which was weird because he had written it before I even knew it existed. But then when he like played it for me, I was like, damn. Like, it's weird how a song can just like be everything you're feeling without you even knowing. And then we recorded it in like 3 days, 2 days maybe.
No, I would say a couple weeks. We would do like vocals for like a whole night, and then like that would be like one verse, and then we'd go get vocals again because Billie is so particular, and we'll do like 100 takes a verse, which is awesome. But it definitely takes like sometimes for her to feel like she's done every possible variant that she wants to get out, which is like the benefit of recording everything in your bedroom is you have an unlimited studio time budget, which is great.
True. Yeah, but I was 13, and then we were just like recorded it and put it out like in the middle of the night on like a Wednesday, like
on SoundCloud with
a free download link up, and somehow people liked it. And then
just a couple people.
Yeah.
Did that blow you away, the response that it got when it?
I thought it was because my like popular friend reposted it. I literally was like, oh, that's why, and then it just kept going, and then like it was weird. It was so weird. Like it just went completely over my head, and I was like 13. I didn't know this thing was like possible, and it just happened, and I was like, oh. Weird.
Bellyache, the lyrics are kind of dark to some of the stuff that you write.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like in that one, you basically killed your friends.
Facts.
In Hostage, you're stealing souls, keeping them in your box, treasure chest. Where does this stuff come from?
I don't know, my guy. I don't know. Bellyache, though, like that was crazy. Like we were just sitting in my garage, and we were just like,
as we do, just hanging out in the garage.
As we do. And we were just like playing random stuff. We were just like, strumming and making up random melodies as you do to write a song. We didn't even mean to write a song. We just were like there, and it was happening. And we were just like riffing, and Phineas was like sitting all alone, mouthful of gum, in the driveway. And we were like, oh, that's kind of weird. That's kind of cool. That's kind of jiggy, And then he was like, my friends aren't far in the back of my car.
Yeah, you definitely came up with that first line.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, well, give credit to myself then. Damn.
Yeah. Props.
I think I did.
Uh-huh. All the way through driveway.
Sitting all alone. Mouthful of gum. Okay, so I came up with dude, see, the thing is that we forget because we write so 50-50 that we kind of both feel like we wrote the whole song because we like wrote it equally. So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I wrote that first part, and then Phineas was like, my friends aren't far. In the back of my car are their bodies. Like, we're like driving around the town with our friends in the car. No. I was like, in the back of my car lay their bodies. I just killed all of them. And then we were like, yo, and we like high-fived and stuff. And then, yeah, and then that was like when we knew, we were like, oh, okay, this is what this shit is about. And we went, when it was like, he wrote this like amazing like beginning of this chorus, and I was just like, oh, like maybe like where's my mind?
Yeah, maybe it's in the gutter.
Maybe it's in the gutter where I left my lover. What an expensive fake. My V is for vendetta. I thought that I'd feel better, but now I got a bellyache. So it's like, yeah, some just like creepy shit. Dude.
Bellyache was just like a hook I had written down for like a year. Just wanted to write a song called Bellyache and had to contextualize it.
We both grew up really being guilty about stuff, so like everything we do, we just get a bellyache because we were guilty.
Yeah.
Like I used to steal stuff when I was like 4. I would just like steal random things I saw, and then I'd feel horrible.
Stuff like pipe cleaners, not like a Maserati.
No, yeah. But yeah, that, I mean, and like a big part of our writing process is we like to write, whether it be from our perspective or from nobody's perspective. Like you can write about anything, you don't have to go through it,
For sure.
as long as you're not like lying, like some people are, they really talk about things they really have no idea about. But it's like, it's different when you try to be a character, you know, when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes and write from their perspective. You know, I've like written a song from the perspective of somebody I hurt, you know, mentally. Right. So then I saw it from a whole different point of view, and I was like, oh, like I saw how my actions actually were perceived in somebody else's mind, even though that's not really what it is, because that's not possible. But I did it in my own way, you know.
That's pretty cool. To be able to do that, to put yourself out there from the other perspective.
Yeah.
Was one of the first songs you wrote after watching The Walking Dead?
It was one of the ones I was just talking about,
Yeah?
the horrible ones that we recorded before Ocean Eyes. Yep. Yep. When I was 12, I was 12. My mom was teaching me how to write songs, and she had this little like songwriting class, and I was in it. And the kind of like the assignment, I guess, was to watch a TV show or a movie and write down things in it that you thought would sound like a good like hook for a song or good lyrics. So I just watched like 8 seasons of The Walking Dead and I just wrote down a bunch of stuff, and I wrote a song called Fingers Crossed about the zombie apocalypse. But nobody actually knows that's what it's about except when I tell them. Right. Because it sounds more like a longing, unrequited love. You know, it sounds like a dying love, but it's really about zombies and shit.
That's crazy.